Hello and welcome to the first channel review. My name's Negative Root and let's get cracking. Oh wow, the color scheme has been changed to Windows 7's basic. Oh my god. Windows, why you fuck with me? Seriously. Okay. Anyway, let's go. We're going to review my channel, and I'm planning to do this every month and give you guys a bit of an insight onto how things are going inside Negative Root Gaming, because I believe in transparency. I'm a big believer of community and on friendliness, helping each other out. I see no point in being an ass, and that is something that there is plenty of on YouTube. There's plenty of parasites out there, lots of people that are trying to be the next PewDiePie, and really I think they're just probably compromising themselves. That's probably the best way of putting it, by approaching things in a dog-eat-dog way. And I see no reason to be secretive about this. There is no games or anything I'm playing with subscribers. I want to be open. I want to show people what I'm doing and give you a bit of an insight, some of my thoughts about things, and yeah, just more information basically. Let's have a look. So we're going to compare this month with last month. So last month with the month before. So October with September. Now blue will be October and orange will be September. Now this is the quick overview inside of every channel. We've got the creative studio and the analytics are on the left, and this is how things look for me. Now obviously I'm a small channel. I have 350 subscribers at time of recording, 347 actually, and things are going really well. I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, we see views, minutes watched, estimated earnings, likes, dislikes, comments, shares, favorites, and subscribers. So let's have a look at first things first, estimated earnings. We'll just work our way down the list and cover a few key things that I look at. And this month we see that, last month, October, we see that we earn a little bit more money than the month before. That means that basically I get to spend $39.24 on equipment, games, and anything else I can think of to do with the channel. Right now I'm sitting at about $421 spent for the channel, so I've got a bit of a gap there, some catching up to do. I'll keep investing money in this because it's really not that much, and I'm hoping that it'll come back. But as you can see, $30. If I earned that every month, I'd be able to buy, one or two games every month or so, which this is what I'm aiming for, to be able to buy games, buy hardware, fund my gaming addiction, and not really have to worry too much about where the money's coming from. I can just use my YouTube stardom and sarcasm. So yeah, we see that something really huge for me, and this is something I'm really excited about, is actually I've done a half-decent tutorial in logistics bots, and that is my #1 viewed video, firstly, and secondly it's my #1 earning. You see for the last 2 months it's topped the charts, and really happy about that, and it's earned a couple of bucks for us, all up. We'll probably get to that in a moment, maybe we'll see how we go. But yeah, it lists off basically each of my top videos for the month. Orange is September. We see that September we had the speedrun videos come out, so they polled strongly, and then my first Hydra Dilemma video is still kicking along nicely in video number 4. We see lots of Factorio, and going down the list, a couple of tutorials popping up, which I'm very, as I said, excited about. I like to, it just means that people are watching the videos basically and enjoying them. A bit of everything. Factorio Fix It, like the first one I ever did, is in there for September. But you can see that, on average a video is earning $1 a month-ish, if they're a good video. When we get down to, the bottom of the list, things start to fall away quite quickly. On the next page we have, see 37 cents, which if you're working 20 minutes for $34, 34 cents, so, wait, why isn't that working? Okay, so we've got 34 times 3, you're working for $1.02 an hour, which is well below minimum wage. Anyway, so that was our estimated performance. You'll see that this is something that I like to do. Normally the 7-day total. You'll see that we had a strong early in the month, and then it kind of petered out towards the end of it. Things kind of fell away there, and we ended up, dipping below the line. But before then, we had, amongst other things, some of our biggest earnings ever. With day 14, we earned nearly $12, which is huge for my channel. 28-day total just gives us a bit more of an even view. You can see that last month we were still kind of spooling up, whereas this month we're a lot more static. We've gone from about the $30 mark up to about $35, $36. So we put on, $5 onto the channel in the course of a month, which is okay for the size. You're definitely not going to get rich from it though. Let's have a quick look at views. Now the views, really happy with how they're going. You can see that we've had a net increase of some nearly 2,000. Well, actually 2,100. No, 1,900 increase from September to October, which I'm happy about, and the retention is also quite good. You can see that, as I said, Logistics Bots 1 is really really strong for us, and that I'm really happy about. You can see that towards the end of the month, we're pretty much flatlining here on our views per day. If we go back to daily, you can see that they're pretty much back down to the 500-ish. In here we had 878 and 743, two very good days, 13 and 14. So that's how the views looked, and yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Now this may interest a few people. Oh, it's not going to work. We'll have to come back to that. Playback locations. No, that's not interesting. That's not what I want. So audience retention. This is a pretty key thing, and something that YouTube really looks at. Now, the total, like the absolute time, has gone up, but you'll notice that the percentage is actually down, which is not what I'm looking for. Ideally, I'd like to be as high as I can, basically, with my retention. And it means that people are watching the video, and they're continuing to watch the video, and they're not skipping out of it. You'll notice that the number one average view duration was actually Factorio Live 1, which most people stayed in there for 35 minutes. However, you'll notice that the duration is 3 hours and 10. So the actual percentage was only 18%, which is very low. So I think that some of those longer videos that I was posting have actually dragged down my my audience retention somewhat, whilst pushing the absolute viewer kind of minutes up. You can see that here we're at 10 minutes 14 seconds, whereas 9 minutes 12. The best that we were managing was kind of 9 minutes and 54 seconds at the start of September. So that's that. Let's have a quick look at subscribers. Now this is something very interesting. This is something that I do keep a very close eye on, because your subscribers really, that kind of really gives you a strong idea of how many people are going to see the video straight off the bat, and if more people see it off the bat, then more people find it from there. So having more subscribers works out well. Now, last month, 111, really good result, and that's net. You see that we got 133 positive, but we lost 22, and that's stable over September. Now, it doesn't take a maths genius to tell you that 22 divided by 100, whoops, wait, go away, 130, oh come on, really? Calculator, don't fuck with me. Really? Okay, 22 divided by 133 is we're losing 15% of the people that we're gaining. So we're seeing this huge turnover. Better than 1 in 10, nearly 2 in 5 people are actually leaving the channel that come in, or that may not be necessarily true. Of 5 people that we gain, we have 1 leave. is basically the way I'm looking at it. And I'd really like to get that number down, because if that number was 10, I'd suddenly be at 120 subscribers for a month, which is, that's really, really good. 92 for September was actually a little bit down. I'm normally good for a few more than that. I've been gaining about 100 a month since I started, so a net gain of 111 is really good. I'm up by about 10 on what I normally gain, and that kind of evens out September's result because it was pretty poor for me. And basically this subscribers lost number is the really worrying one, because I'd really love to see that go down. The only thing is I don't know how. People aren't telling me why they're leaving before they're leaving. If you are thinking about leaving, send me a message, let me know, because I would like to know why. That's probably the only issue I've got right now. If I can turn in another 100 positive, that'll put me at 450, which means that I'm at 550 by the end of the year, which I think I'll be pretty happy with. If I could get to say 750 by New Year's, I would be over the moon with that, because that's a cracking pace to get to there. And after kind of 5 months work to get to that 550 kind of mark, I'd be happy with that. But we'll have to see how we go. Likes and dislikes. This is interesting, because this is an interesting way. You see that October we had a whole bunch of dislikes, whereas September we had one. Which this is interesting. I think that this is because of some of my activism. Well, activism is probably not the right word, but a few of my opinions. I'm involved in a few communities because I believe that it's not just about YouTube. It's about more than that. It's about participating. You don't just punch out videos and ignore people. You interact. You go on the forums. You get onto subreddits. You get on Twitter, and you get out there. You answer questions. You talk to people. You get involved. You don't just sit in your room and smash out videos all day. That's not how this should work. At least that's not my thoughts anyway. So the dislikes, I think that may have stemmed from a bit of a disagreement on the Factorio subreddit, and I think a few people actually came in and disliked my videos from there simply because they were being posted on the Factorio subreddit. I'm not sure about the truth of that, but it is a substantial increase from the month before. The good news is we had enough positive likes to balance it out. You'll notice here that we got one day we just got absolutely hammered with positive likes. Like, that is a crazy day. That was also one of the days where we got huge views. So not sure what happened there, but it was massive, massive day for a 68. That's the best result ever. 42 for September was probably the best one I'd had until this point. And yeah, like, the likes kind of give you an idea of how things are going in the channel, and if you're getting the likes, it means people are liking the video. They're saying, okay, yeah, I dig what you're doing here, and they've given you the thumbs up, and it does help with search rankings and all of that. So that was that. Comments. This is actually very, very, very interesting. You notice that comments for October is through the floor. We had 171 as opposed to 308. That's for the month. So if we look at the daily, we see that in here we've got much, much higher comment per day, and it really, really struggled along. And I'm not sure why that is, because I do try and answer as many comments as I can. If people leave comments or ask questions, I do try and respond to them. So I'm not sure what had happened there, whether I was posting a bunch of videos that really didn't spark the conversation. Don't know. Anyway, we'll move right along. Now we'll just go back to demographics, and we'll cancel the comparison and see. Have a quick look at the people that are viewing my videos. Now, this is very, very interesting. We have some female viewers on the channel. I think that this is probably indicative of the gaming market. Basically 2 and 100 male to female to male ratio, and I think it's really cool. I think that having some sort of cross-gender appeal is actually a really, really cool thing, and that's actually something that I'd really like to work on, is making sure that I'm not appealing to men only. I'd love to be a good YouTuber and appeal to females as well. I think that maybe the games that I'm doing are probably skewing this even more towards men, because Factorio is a game that's probably played by more men than anything. You see more women in COD and League of Legends, and if World of Warcraft is another good one, where there's lots of women around, or more women than say Factorio, which I think there are a few, because it hasn't really been discovered yet. But yeah, the majority of people watching are men. Now, this is really cool. I love how Germany, United Kingdom, Netherlands, United States are all above Australia. That's really cool. And Canada's in there, Sweden, Russia, Belgium, Ukraine. We're getting to some places, which is very, very cool. Now, let's go to traffic sources. So, you see that the majority of my views come from playlists. So I do my best to keep playlists up to date. If there's one that's not, please let me know. Unknown direct, that's when people come direct on a link. Now, so either it gets emailed to them, I believe, or something else. Now, this is also very interesting. Sorry, my phone's just going crazy here. My referrals, very, very interesting. Now, if we can comparison with this, actually might put some myths to bed. Okay. So, this is very interesting. I'm looking in particular at Reddit. Now, Reddit, we've had that big change on the rules and what you are and aren't allowed to post on Reddit. And in September, I was posting pretty much every video I did on Reddit. Now, you see that I had 363 and 22% of my views. 4% of my views in total have dropped. But I've also lost 141, which I think, is really indicative that Reddit was actually very, very helpful for getting views and getting people onto the channel and watching what I was doing. And Factorio is the only, R-Factorio is the only subreddit I post to with Let's Plays. So, I think that's very clear, and that's why there were so many people getting upset. 100 views is 100 views. If you have 100 different people looking at your channel, the chances are that you get 1 or 2 subscribers out of that, maybe. And if you don't get subscribers, well, at least they know about you. And the next time they hear your voice, they see you play, they go, oh, okay, I know this guy. I remember him. He's maybe not actually that bad. Maybe I do actually want to subscribe. And you start to build a relationship with the people that are watching your videos. So, the more views you get, the better, because the more well-known you are, the more trusted you become. That's the thoughts. Anyway, you'll notice that the Factorio forums dropped off quite heavily, and that's because I wasn't posting as much last month. Not videos anyway. I was just trying to interact more. I felt too much like a vulture. Google search, we're getting some good results out of Google this month over last month. Google Plus, that's for linked videos, people coming in through the Google circles. Twitter, you'll notice stayed, well actually that's fallen a hole there. Oh, shit, Steam community. Holy shit. I posted a couple of videos on Steam a couple of months back. Apparently that's actually got some views. VK.com, don't even know who that is. Facebook, I've got a Facebook page, so that's where they're coming from. VentDev, well that's the videos I did on Gear City, so that's good for a 1 view a month. Bing, Yahoo Search, and startpage.com. So that's where all my traffic is coming from. And I think that really wraps things up. Oh, we'll have a quick look at the real time, because this is cancel comparison. This is nowhere near as exciting for me as it would be for someone who is much larger. You can see that, I've had 8 views in the well, actually, look, I just created this about an hour ago, and she's already had 8 views. So there you go. That's my vlog for November. I released this a couple of hours ago. You see that it's had 33, so you can see what's happening. People are watching it, and this is pretty cool. But that's my channel for last month. Thank you very much for joining me. And I'll do another one of these next month where we look at the results and see how we went, and hopefully I have positive news. But I'll keep working hard and we'll get there. I'll keep working at it. Thank you very much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you around.